As we approach the election, disinformation is becoming more difficult to decipher. That is why it is important to think critically when you are watching the news or seeing headlines across your social media feeds. In this video, we will discuss 5 steps you can follow to avoid falling victim to sharing misinformation or disinformation. Before explaining the 5 steps from NATO, let's understand the difference between disinformation and misinformation. According to NATO, disinformation is false or inaccurate information spread deliberately to manipulate the opinions and actions of others. Misinformation is false or inaccurate information spread without malicious intent, although its effects can still be harmful. So let's say Bob shared a meme from a source he believed was accurate information, but it turns out the image was doctored and given a headline to support the fake image. In this case, Bob unknowingly spread misinformation and his source put out disinformation. So how can we stop the spread of misinformation? You have to think critically of the information you are receiving. This can be accomplished in 5 steps. The first step is to validate the source of the information. Who posted it? When was the original published date? Are the sources listed? This will help you determine if the information and poster is trustworthy. A lot of disinformation relies on provoking emotions in their viewers to encourage quick reactions from them. That leads us to step 2. Check in on your reaction. Does the post make you angry? Are you shocked? Are you afraid? Disinformation is likely to have strong language to trigger an emotional reaction in the hopes of viewers engaging with the post. Disinformation posts that triggered more surprise and disgust emotions had a higher engagement rate than disinformation posts that had a positive emotional response. Next, consider the story. Is the information presented true? Search the statements online to see if more credible sources have reported the same thing. Step 4. Check images. Pictures and videos are all over our social media feeds, and today it has become harder to determine what is real and what images have been doctored or AI generated. Consider these questions to analyze an image or video. Does the image or video trigger a strong emotion like anger or shock? Are the words or actions not consistent with the organization or person? Is it too good or bad to be true? Doctored or AI-generated images and videos are created to enhance a false story. If the image or video is too outlandish, double-check the statement with other sources. Finally, consider your own biases when receiving information. Disinformation is less likely to be caught if the message resonates with the viewer. There are many news channels, podcasts, and organizations that are on different positions on the political spectrum and mixed levels of credibility. As always, check information across different news sources to see if there's a difference in the tone of the stories. You can also use the ad fontes chart to see where media sources stand politically and their credibility. Remember that as military members, we must remain apolitical. Sharing partisan political posts may appear as an endorsement to a party or candidate on behalf of the Department of Defense. If your social media accounts identify you as a military member, consider a disclaimer statement like, "These are my views and they do not reflect the views of the DoD." If you still have questions about how to spot misinformation, be sure to review the sources listed in the description. And remember to think critically before sharing.